Konnichiwa, my name is Rohit Prasad. I'm the founder of RSPinJAPAN, and thank you guys for your support and everything that you do for me. I want to talk about how and why did I take the course in Japanese. ऐसे ही engineering tough है and why did I choose to do it in Japanese? Well, watch the video till the end to understand the benefits of learning in Japanese, masters or anything, or what are the downsides of doing your course in Japanese. So as I told you, this video is going to be why I started my course in Japanese. There are a few benefits of doing your course in Japanese, and here is why. First of all, you have more chance of getting a good job right away. Probably even 1 year before you're gonna graduate. And that is because you're doing masters in Japan in Japanese. You're already very ready to work right away. So yes, if you're thinking, if I'm gonna come to Japan and study in Japan, am I gonna have some struggle while looking for jobs? Yes, you are. If your Japanese is not up to the mark, you are going to have some issues, because of course you're gonna work in Japan, guys, and as you know, your colleagues and everyone is going to be Japanese, so you need to be very good in communication. Of course, Japanese comes in role at that time. So doing your masters or your education in Japanese would be very good. I would recommend that. The second benefit is that you have a few added benefits. These added benefits are very crucial. Like, in my course specifically, the Japanese course has a compulsion where you have to do your internship from a Japanese car maker, which means Toyota, Nissan, or maybe a OEM part maker or anything like that, anything related to cars, automobile, of course, because I'm doing my master's from automotive science. Well, that being said, to graduate, I have to do an internship for at least 1 month, and I don't have to find the internship. The professors and the university will search for the internship for me because it's a compulsion. And if they put the whole thing on me and if I become lazy, I do not graduate, which is not good for the university. Yes, there are some additional benefits, like the subjects that you choose. When you're coming to Japan and doing your masters in English, you have to know that this country is not an English speaking country. Many of the professors do not speak English, and the courses that are available or the subjects that are available for that are being taught in English might not be the subjects that you want to learn. For example, in engineering or automotive sciences, if I talk about sensors and systems or maybe hardware or dynamics, these courses are not available in the English course. So even though you're doing the same course, you might not get the benefits at its fullest. Then it doesn't just end over there. There's more to it. Like, you are going to have added benefits when you are applying for scholarships, because see, everyone knows that you as a foreigner are not going to be good or fluent in Japanese. It's a plus point when you have Japanese along with English. Of course, that's a huge plus point. But doing your masters in Japanese gives you a good kickstart because it helps you to become fluent in Japanese and talk professionally. Because when you're talking to your professor in Japanese and presenting everything in Japanese, you are already getting used to what is going to come in the future, which means in the company you have to give the presentations and talk to your seniors. So you are already getting used to it. That being said, the reason that I chose my course in Japanese, because in my university, there was just one intake for the English course, which was in October. I was getting graduated from the language school in April. I cannot wait 6 months. So I chose Japanese, of course. And yes, the requirements for learning in Japanese or doing the course in Japanese is N1 or N2 at the max. What you have to remember is that you will be competing with Japanese students. not foreign students. You are going to compete with the locals. So it's going to be tough, but yes, it's fun. It's fun. I would suggest that you do it in Japanese if you're planning to do your master's or bachelor's in Japan. That being said, learn Japanese, guys. It's really a healthy practice to do that. There are some downsides to it. The downside is that kuch cheeze bounce jayengi, and you have to be okay with it. Like, there will be some vocabulary, because till now you have been learning Japanese in a spoken way, like you want to speak Japanese. Technical words, till now you haven't been learning the technical words. The technical words bouncer. Everything has a technical word. Everything, like in engineering is kogaku, then kikai kogaku is mechanical engineering. Everything has a vocab, and it becomes tough, but yes, as you get used to it, the words are repetitive, so eventually you end up learning them. The second disadvantage of doing it in Japanese is that sometimes there are exams and you might have to write it. In my case, there are no written exams, so I'm saved on that part. And of course, as a suggestion, I would ask you to do it in Japanese, but if you don't want to do it in Japanese, you can definitely go for the English courses. You'll have limited options. For Japanese, you're gonna have a lot of options. So that being said, let's conclude with this video by saying that I hope you understood why I chose the Japanese course. And yes, for those of you who did not know that I was doing it in Japanese, I am doing it in Japanese. Well, hope to see you guys in the next video, and please keep supporting. Thank you.